Alrighty. Time for another topic discussion on my favorite subject of UBI. In this particular video is about how some on the economic right or the political right, libertarians mostly, are trying to sell a version of UBI, which is actually short-sighted. I mean, they think it makes sense, right? But it really doesn't. The way I've explained it many other times before in other videos I've made is that we can do what I call UBI plus. UBI plus the current social programs we have now, and do it on top of those social programs that we have now without cutting anything or without having to add value, added taxes, or raise anyone's taxes or any of that shit. We can do it right now and still save money compared to what we're doing now, letting poverty exist the way it does. So hopefully if I do this standalone video, maybe it'll start to get out on its own, based on, people may begin to look, hey, the right-wing version of UBI. So then it'll be a lot easier to come across this video, unless YouTube's algorithm buries the fuck out of this video for whatever reason. Oh, he's talking about free money, that's controversial, we don't like that, right? Anywho, it's been more and more to my attention that there are a lot of people on the libertarian right, the economic right, who are trying to say that, in order to do a UBI, we got to get rid of Social Security, get rid of Medicare, get rid of Medicaid, get rid of all these social programs just to do it. That's what they're trying to sell, and just to give everyone $1,000 check. Now, if we did it that way, which that's what I call UBI minus, that would fuck over a lot of people. Okay, it would do a lot more harm than good. That would help out some people, but it would fuck over a whole lot of other people. Okay, the point of doing a UBI or UBI plus is to reduce poverty's expensive symptoms, which has been shown to be the case in many different test runs of a basic income. And even Alaska has a version of a direct cash transfer program, and it works very well. They enjoy some of the lowest poverty rates in the nation. I think they're number 9 on the list. The lower the number, the better. Okay, and they're way out there in the middle of nowhere. They got hardly any roads, any infrastructure, and they're doing pretty well poverty-wise because they have that Alaska oil pipeline money. So it's a type of program that's similar in nature, because if you're a citizen and you qualify, and some people don't qualify because I think for some reasons, but if you're pretty much an actual citizen of Alaska and you meet the qualifications, you get $1,000 to $2,000 a year, every man, woman, and child, just for being a citizen of Alaska, and it's worked out very well for them. Of course, you got the Republicans or right-wingers who are often elected in Alaska doing what they can to try to somehow cut the program, which, of course, that's what they do. That's what these fucking bastards do. They want to do things that, cut the benefits for regular people and then hook up their rich buddies. And that's what a lot of these libertarians want to do. They want to either knowingly or unknowingly advocate for policy positions that fuck people, average people over, and help out the super rich who already have a bunch of fucking money. And if we do a right-wing version of a UBI, that would exactly do that. It would fuck over a whole lot of people, help out the super rich, in a really unbalanced way. We need to do UBI as UBI plus, or if you want to do UBI as extended Social Security, that's fine too. I'm with that. Of course, I'm also an advocate of on top of that, a federal job guarantee to be done at the same time. Let's do all these things. We don't just go, hey, all these good little things we can do. Let's just pick one or two. No, we can do them all. But don't be fooled by some of these right-wing individuals like Charles Murray or Milton Friedman, even though he's dead, or people advocating for his position to do it. And also even Andrew Yang, the Yang Gang, right? He's sort of kind of pushing a version of UBI that's a bit to the right. He's wanted to cut some programs in order to so-called fund it. And whenever he was on the debate stage, man, I really wish it was me speaking. If they would have said, hey, Joe, how would you do your UBI? How would you fund it? then I would say within the 2 minutes he had to reply, or I would have to reply, I'd say, listen, poverty existing is very expensive in this country, costing an estimated $4 trillion a year. The net transfer cost of a basic income would actually be around 500 to 600 billion a year. Okay, so we do that. We greatly reduce poverty symptoms. We, save a bunch of money. We invest all that money. That money we're getting, we're investing right back into the economy. People spend it. Economic growth happens. So it's a good thing, and it's a money saver too, without having to cut any current social programs. I would have said something like that. Of course, I would have probably rehearsed it a bit better, so it would have come out a bit more fluid. But you get what I'm saying. But I tried sending a tweet to Andrew Yang. I guess he's too busy. Even though the guy, Andrew Yang, actually follows me on Twitch. And I'm sorry, on Twitter. He follows me on Twitter. I don't know if that's a big deal. But anyway, it's I'm sure he follows a lot of people. But I was hoping he'd see it to where he'd be prepared to go on stage and say, "Listen, UBI, even on top of current social programs, is a money-saving idea compared to what we're doing now, letting poverty exist the way it does. It really is." And of course, the moderators, they probably would have been like, wait, what? Huh? We're confused because we're coming from a corporate slant angle, so we're going to act purposefully confused about this shit. Then now I have to explain it slower, so where even a 3-year-old or a debate moderator can understand it. Yeah, I know I'm being a prick, but whatever. Doesn't matter to me because it's the truth. So whenever someone's trying to sell you the idea that, hey, we got to cut this, cut that, or even raise taxes, we don't have to raise taxes to do UBI or UBI plus. We don't have to. We're doing the more expensive, less effective thing now, and that's what you say to those trying to push the idea we got to cut this, cut that, or raise taxes across the board. We don't have to. You say, listen, what we're doing now is more expensive and less effective, letting poverty exist the way it does, and that's the fucking answer. And that's what you tell these right-wing yokels who try to sell this right-wing version of UBI. You know what I mean? That's what you tell them. And if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, hey, just let me know in the comments section below. And I do whatever I can to answer them. Well, whenever I see them, to whenever I try to get an answer quickly, to as quickly answer them as I possibly can. Okay, because I know that people, they really, if they're going to post a question, they're pretty much really interested. So I don't want to wait forever to answer them. But anyway, that being said, that's what I gotta say. See you.